Bonjour à tous, bienvenue sur Internet.com. On va parler de la nouvelle Eleveight WS V8 avec Peter le designer. Hello Peter.
Amore, hello.
So let's talk about your favorite kite.
Yes.
The WS because it's the kite you fly.
It's my passion kite.
So it's maybe hard to develop.
Yeah, because you know, you want to do the best, not only for other people but also for yourself. No, it's fun, yeah.
And the kite still improved, still in the range after 8 years, and so now it's a wave kite really well known for all customers because it has a good drift ability, good stability. But you managed to change some stuff, especially on material.
Yes.
There is a huge evolution.
Yes, I mean, we introduced actually a lighter weight, darker material in the WS. Okay, so because the WS kites, they are used mainly on surfboards in waves, and to increase actually this low end in certain conditions, we found that the use of a lighter, darker material has an impact on this type of conditions and improves the performance of the kite. So
you feel really much improvement since last year, and now it's been the second generation.
In the second generation, we are using the taken lightweight darker material.
Yeah. And so you managed to adapt a bit the kite this year with this material and to improve the performance.
Yes. So we also, similar to the RS, we work a lot on the balance on the bridle and also to on the angle of attack of this kite. For the WS specifically, when you go downwind, when you go down the line wave riding, so that the kite really follows you and does not stall in the water. So for this type of conditions, we optimize this V8 version, so to guarantee a stable drift.
Yeah, and the feeling is direct, really direct with the kite, and the pivot it pivots pretty well, so you can forget your kite when you are on the surf, and which is really good.
Yeah.
And
so it needs to follow you. It needs to. You want to concentrate on your riding, on your line, on the wave, and you can steer it with one hand. It's a very fast turning kite. Pivoting turning will not pull you when you turn the kite. It will not rip you off the board, and those are the performance goals we have for this kite.
And so the low end power is a really big goal to use a kite a bit smaller, maybe for surf.
Yes, that we can use it as small as possible in the size, to just simply make it as good as possible in small size and fast turning, good grip.
And you can use it also in foil, which works really well. And also you keep pushing and work the panel pretty well, and it gives a lot of stability in the kite even more.
Yes, I mean, especially also for fast turning kite like a WS, when you give a steering input, you want to have your input going through the canopy, and not being, you don't want to pull on a rubber band when you pull on a bar. You want to have a direct input with very little bar input, and by using the Taken X4 material as well as the new panel cut we use in these kites, it's guaranteed that your bar input goes into the kite.
Okay, and so after you have to do the panel of canopy to adjust pretty much to have a good stability and a good control.
Yes, I mean, we are using the Taken X4 canopy material, which is a very strong and material which has very little elongation, very little stretch. It's actually the canopy material with the least amount of stretch out there. But still we try to improve as good as possible from a sail making perspective, and so we use a panel cut in the kite that also guarantees when the kite is loaded or the kite is getting older, that the profile is still very clean, neat, and in its shape that it's supposed to have.
Okay, and so you work here, you work also on the leading edge with bridle, and then we still have a light trailing edge, solid but light, that keep a kite who flies in really low wind.
So the construction in our kites, and of course also in the RS, is kept very with premium materials like Taken leading edge material, Taken canopy. And as a reinforcement, we use very tactical, strategical reinforcement placements. There the processes we use are maybe a little bit more complex, actually more expensive to produce like this, but these are the best. This is the best way to do it. We have, like, on the trailing edge, we have like basically 3 types of reinforcements. Here we come from the normal canopy, we go to a double canopy, we go to a very small stripe of darkron here that is then wrapped with an insignia on the trailing edge. Then we have the certain shapes in there, some small EVA, some small different shapes, so to avoid any flutter, to avoid any premature aging of the kite.
Yeah, and we can feel it on the kite when you fly it. When you put the EVA a few years ago, it was really a huge change, and when you change small thing year after year, it improves the kite, and it gives a really better feeling on the kite. And let's talk a bit more of the bridle, because it's something really important in the kite, and so you manage to develop year after year, but when you make an improvement on one kite, usually it adds you for the other kite, always.
Absolutely, yeah. Some of these design parameters, they go through the whole range, and some of the parameters stay in one specific product. Depends what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and so since the V3, so it's been 5 years now, you bring the triple setup, which is, I think, really amazing for me, from my point of view. So maybe can you explain a bit
what it does?
Yeah, what it does.
So basically, I mean, we introduced this, as I say, some seasons ago, and this we have in all our ranges, also in the RS, of course. And what it does, actually, it changes the position of the toe point. So you have like the position where you connect your front line. Okay. So by changing this setting, you move this position either to the wingtip, or you move it to the center. Okay. And this changes then the characteristics, how the kite flies. And you can adjust it to your personal preference.
And so you manage to keep this triple setting on a bridle without pulley, which give always a good bar feeling.
You have a good bar feeling, direct bar feeling. So what the way how you put you control your bar, and the bar controls the kite.
Yeah, so it's perfect. So let's talk a bit more about the construction you have, the benefits you have, because you are around work hardly on the kite, but you make some good stuff that you keep. For example, the valve and the one pump, which work perfectly.
Yeah. We have a we have one pump system here with a quite big diameter. So then, when you deflate or inflate your kite, first of all, you don't have so much pressure, and when you deflate your kite, you quickly can deflate the air from the strut into the leading edge. Then we have we actually quite made some changes on this valve. We changed the material to ensure it lasts a long time. We also changed the membranes of this insert that keeps the air in there to make it a bit harder or better working in different type of weather conditions. So we also made some small improvements in this type of let's say raw materials, but features that we put into the kite.
And in each kite you have this type of construction in the strut, which is pretty good and give a lot of stability, right?
Yes, we have this type with a double webbing head reinforcement here in the strut, where the strut connects to the canopy. And we use this type of strut shape to ensure the stability and the profile support of the structure.
And then about the seam also, you try to work a bit, but it looks small, but at least it makes a lot of stuff.
Yes, we are using our special seam construction here. It's called actually super seam, and we have an inside reinforcement and then a very specific way of stitching.
Okay.
This has to do with how the machine is programmed, and we work a lot with the factory to ensure that our kites are sewn in a very specific way to improve any failure.
Okay, but there are still all the benefits of aquadynamics for partner, which make really good kite, and we are really happy to work with you since 8 years now. Great! We have already tried this kite and we already love it, especially for surf. But we can't wait the customer to try it. Et il n'y a qu'une adresse pour la tester, c'est atterrail.com. À très bientôt sur atterrail.com.
Great, thanks.